Taro, a young boy with a boundless imagination, lives a meager existence with his father in a crumbling shack on the edge of a dying village. His mother, who had passed away years ago, left him with little more than a set of broken tools and a guiding philosophy she often repeated. Every problem hides a solution if you look closely. His father, a man worn down by years of fruitless labor in the barren fields, sees his son as constant tinkering with discarded junk as nothing more than a foolish waste of time. A painful reminder of dreams that life had long since crushed. The rift between them grew with each passing day, one clinging to the harsh reality of their poverty, the other lost in a world of unseen possibilities. Taro, however, possesses a unique gift for seeing the world not as it is, but as it could be. He finds intricate machines in the most mundane of natural phenomena. The elegant spin of a fallen leaf caught in the wind becomes a blueprint for a turbine. The patient way water carves new paths through the dry ground teaches him about channels and flow. And the steady, percussive rhythm of raindrops on their leaking roof inspires visions of synchronized pistons. He spends his days gathering scrap metal, rusted gears, and frayed wires from the village dump. His mind ablaze with dreams of constructing a magnificent invention that could finally lift his family out of the suffocating grip of poverty and despair. Each piece of junk he collects is a treasure, a vital component in the grand design only he can perceive. His eccentric habits and visionary ramblings do not go unnoticed by the other villagers, who cruelly mock him with the name the Dreaming Fool. His father, shamed by the ridicule and desperate for his son to face their grim reality, eventually forbids him from wasting any more time on his useless projects. He forces Taro to join him in the fields, hoping the back-breaking work will sweat the foolish notions out of him. Yet, even as he toils under the hot sun, Taro's mind remains relentlessly curious. He studies the very earth he is forced to till, his sharp eyes noticing faint, shimmering glints of gold dust mixed in with the worthless soil, and his imagination immediately begins to churn, envisioning a new kind of machine capable of separating the precious from the profane. One starless night, exhausted from his labor, Taro drifts into a sleep so deep it feels like a journey. In this state, he has a vivid and startlingly clear vision, a complex machine powered by the dual forces of wind and water. He sees how it could draw muddy earth into its core, using a series of intricate filters and centrifuges to separate and collect the hidden gold, awakening with a jolt. The entire design is imprinted on his mind with perfect clarity. Driven by this newfound purpose, he begins to build his creation in secret, using the parts he had painstakingly collected. He works through the dead of night, fueled by an unshakable conviction, while the rest of the village sleeps. The inevitable discovery comes one evening when his father, searching for him, stumbles upon the half-finished contraption hidden behind their shack. Consumed by years of frustration and bitterness, he sees not an invention, but a monument to his son's defiance. In a fit of rage, he shouts that dreams have never filled an empty stomach and smashes a critical part of the delicate mechanism, leaving it in a heap of broken metal and shattered hopes. Heartbroken but refusing to be defeated, Taro carefully gathers the pieces of his machine. With a quiet, steely determination, he carries him to a secluded spot just outside the village and begins the arduous process of rebuilding it, alone and exposed to the elements. Days later, a fierce storm rolls in, unleashing a torrent of rain upon the parched land. As the villagers huddle in their homes, Taro's machine, now fully repaired, springs to life. The powerful rainfall turns its water wheels, which in turn drive its complex system of turbines and pumps. Muddy water is drawn in, and to the astonishment of the few who venture out, a steady stream of shimmering golden flakes begins to pour from its filters, accumulating in a gleaming pile. Word spreads like wildfire, and soon the entire village gathers in the pouring rain, standing in stunned silence as the boy's miraculous invention turns the very dirt they had cursed for generations into a river of treasure. In the end, Taro realizes that the true worth of a place is measured by the vision of its people. The wealth generated by the machine transforms the dying village into a bustling, prosperous city, funding the construction of new wells, sturdy homes, and schools for every child. The city is built not just on a foundation of gold, but on the enduring power of Tyros' belief that even the most desolate and impoverished place holds something hidden. His father, his eyes finally open to the son he never understood, stands beside him, filled with a profound and quiet pride, and says, "Thank you, son."